Yeah, I think we're ready to start jumping into this. Would have started sooner if my main computer just hadn't had trouble booting up, but I got it to run again. I did in fact get that computer up and running again, but it still doesn't like start up immediately. So ideally, I still want to have it get looked at. And of course we're picking white because that means we start with the Sword of Resistance. I can just teleport to any city under attack by spending a white amulet. Not because it's my favorite color to play or anything. I mean, you do get Swords to Plowshares in white. But yeah, it's just mainly this world magic that I start with is why I always pick white as the starting color. Yeah, when it comes to the world magics, yeah, white's definitely the best one. I guess we'll be another short dude again. With a, yeah, what looks like Duke Nukem's hairstyle. Oh, I could put the Viking helmet back on him. Alright, I guess let's beat this midget-looking guy. Okay, I do need to overwrite one of my save slots. Okay, I did not make Pokey Heiny. Alright, let's save our game there. And, I don't know, first things first. Yeah, let's see what kind of a deck I spawned in with. First things first. That Celestial Prism, that's probably not going to be staying. So yeah, we have white, obviously, to nobody's surprise. And then black and green to also work with. I got a 0-3 with banding. Okay, this at least, I guess, flies. Another creature with banding. I can give stuff +1/+1 until end of turn. At instant speed. How many banding creatures I spawn in with? 4 mana, 1/1, flying that lets me draw a card at the beginning of the next turn's upkeep. Tap target creature with power 2 or less. We got an angry mob. As long as it's our turn, this has... Okay, 2 plus the number of swamps the opponent controls. Return an artifact card from graveyard to hand. I have Walking Wall, Ornithopter, a white mana battery, and a Celestial Prism, so not much in terms of artifacts here. I don't have any way to... No blue mana. No islands. And even then, I'm not going to splash a 4th color in just to activate this ability on this one random aura I spawned in with. Apparently is like... That might be like the best static creature I have in the tiny amount of black cards I have. I have 2 giant turtles, a giant spider. I have the Romani people. I have... What is Thorn Thallid? Every upkeep it gets a spore counter, then you remove 3 to do 1 damage to any target. Carapace. +0, +2, and then sacrifice 1 time, regenerate enchanted creature. Without good mana fixing, I don't want to be running more than 2 colors anyways. So we have 18 lands. I guess for now, The deck is gonna just look like this. Did I get chat to look like the old way, Buzzy? Well, not exactly, but technically does, yes, because I'm actually on my computer that... I actually got the computer to, like, start running again. Don't know if I'm gonna still have problems with it going forward. I'm expecting to, so I'd still like to get it looked at. And if I do still keep having problems with it, then I don't know, I switch back to that backup laptop I have. And worst case scenario, you could always live stream from that. I mean, you saw me live streaming from that yesterday. Oh, Mana Link. I'm gonna do it. That increases my starting life total. I gotta just walk south a bit. My starting life total's going up a bit. Trade a black amulet for blue cards. One black amulet that we started with, and maybe I could get like a common card in blue. A color that I'm not really playing though, so I don't know about that. What if I end up playing black and I specifically need protection from black? What if that just so happens to come up? It sells for 50. That sells for 60. This sells for 40, and this sells for 40. The Archaeologist sells for 180. There's like no artifacts really worth getting back into my hand. Pressure Endless, I don't know, but I actually do want to do more 400% runs. I do want to get back on that still. Okay, I'm basically seeing all black cards for sale thus far. 6 mana to put this thing on the field, and then pay 2 and 2 life to draw a card. Okay, look, I know I want card advantage, but I'm not that desperate to get it. We gotta be absolutely desperate if we're playing Book of Wrath. Take an enchantment spell. North to the Keeper of Hornwall Temple to get a Mana Link and a white amulet, which I can use. Take a white enchantment, north to Hornwall Temple, it has to be a white one. If I have one in my deck, it's probably just gonna... This is the only one I have, and it's gonna get taken out of my deck. Hornwall Temple is up there. Anyways. Which of these spells has a toughness of 1? I know Uncle Isvan's a 1/3. Dakon Blackblade, that's like power toughness equal to the number of lands you control. I'm pretty sure Nettling Imp is a 1/1 that makes non-wall creatures attack. I got a mana matrix. But I think by the time I have 6 mana, I don't really need a cost reduction effect going. I'm right next to the Green Castle, so I can't say no to this duel against this druid. I'm right next to this castle, so I have to go through with it. It's not like I can say no here. If you're close enough to like the Green Castle and you encounter like a green affiliated like enemy, you can't bribe them with gold, you're forced to go through with the duel. I'll take one. Okay, that's the creature that gives itself +0/+3. It can do it to itself? Alright, so we're seeing, yeah, of course, cards from 1996 or before. So yeah, I did make sure I actually installed the Alliances mod correctly, and clearly I have. That's 5 mana to play. I'll attack with my flying creature. None of these elves do fly, or druids, or whatnot. Declare blockers. Obviously block one of them. Okay, that's a 2/3. at least one of his creatures is dead. I'm just like thankful I have some creatures that fly that he simply can't block. I mean, I have a giant turtle in my hand and no way to cast it right now. My lands are like all sorts of like fucked up all over the place. Ban with other attacker? No, I don't want to ban with attackers. I'm thinking if I just start attacking, like going super aggressive right now. Because he's on such a low life total. I'll eventually just force him to outright start blocking with his creatures. Because he starts on such a low life total, that's gonna make my job hella easy. 3 more life in the next duel if we need it. So I'm gonna lose the red ward out of my collection. That was the only white enchantment I saw. Maze of Ith for only 75 gold. And I can just pretty much lock any of my opponent's creatures out of attacking. For only a measly 75 gold, we can do that. A forest. Not too happy about Wall of Wood, but I don't know, we're kind of desperate right now. Pay 25 gold for Dirtwood Boars, I guess, also. I don't know, this sells for 130 gold, we'll do that. That would sell for 90. That sells for 65. Sure, this can easily, like, I mean, once you have 7 mana to play this thing, you'll probably have 3 mana on future turns just to keep regenerating it, so it's tough to kill, but I don't know, I want, like, my 7 mana creature to just win me the game outright. What if I can't even get the 7 mana before I'm dead? So 19 lands I have. I want to put in a Wild Growth, a Wall of Wood, a Yavimaya Ancients, and take out some swamps. What is this looking like now? 16 lands. This card is just terrible. You're paying 2 mana, 2 of any kind to turn it into 1 mana. I mean, at least you get to pick the color of the mana you make, but when it comes to like mana rocks, it's my humble opinion that you're at least wanting to get like an amount of mana equal to like half of what you spent to like play the mana rock in the first place. So for example, if I play something like a Mind Stone, I'm paying 2 mana, and then every turn it can make 1 colorless. So if I play something that costs like 3 mana, ideally I want it to make like at least 2 mana. This is actually making me lose mana, but at least I get to like pick the color. But if I'm playing 2 colors, I can probably just run just fine. I can probably play just fine on a stack of basics. So I really shouldn't need this. This is just the slowest way ever to just stockpile white mana. I don't know, maybe we need to play a really big spell and we get like all the time in the world to do it. I don't know, maybe the format is just slow enough that that could work. Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know, back in 1996, maybe the format was slow enough you could actually do that. Return what artifact card from graveyard to hand? Ornithopter, Walking Wall? The other 2 are just flat out terrible. I don't know, especially the Celestial Prism, if you ask me. I guess Wall of Spears is going to be passable for now. I don't know, just to block some smaller creatures until I can get my hands on some better things to do that. Until I can just find better creatures all around. I guess that will do. Carapace. I'll throw that to the side for now. for red cards. I'm not playing red at the moment, so that doesn't tickle my fancy. I can win a Force of Nature if I beat this Druid. Let's start with, okay, 2 mana links plus 3 life I started with from beating up the previous Druid. 15 life. 1 land in my hand, I'm not okay with that. Maze of Ith and 3 lands that actually do make mana. That, actually... We'll just go with that. I guess this deck is just really gonna do what it does best. Play a bunch of elves. A bunch of druids that untap lands, make mana. This deck really just... does kind of like what you'd expect it to. You attack, I'll just Maze of Ith whatever you attack with. I guess I can play a giant turtle. Untap his land. He's gonna untap one of his lands in response and probably do nothing with it. Well, what do you know? Yeah, one thing I'm noticing is that every single creature here, except for maybe that singing tree, every single creature here is a 1/1. They all got 1 toughness. Anything good at just clearing out 1 toughness creatures will be a major asset here. I want to put this on my plains. It'll take 3 turns to get enough spore counters to kill one of these 1/1 creatures, but I technically have removal. The slowest removal ever, but I have removal nonetheless. I have the slowest removal imaginable. Alright, sure, play Dirkwood Boars. And maybe attack with it in the future. Maybe attack with it. Okay, I guess that is actually his win condition. Force of Nature. I guess there's his win con. But if it attacks, I'll just untap it with Maze of Ith. I don't know unless he pulls out a second copy or something. And then I'm still kind of screwed if he does. Target attacking creature has base power 0 until end of turn. Singing Tree. That's not gonna quite work the way I was hoping it would. And you're paying like 4 mana per turn just to keep Force of Nature from doing 8 damage to himself. I don't really have like a serious win condition here. And honestly, yeah, neither does he. This can just lock out the Force of Nature from really attacking. He doesn't really either, actually. I got an angry mob that's just gonna be a 2/2. Because, well, the druid doesn't play any swamps. So I got like an overcosted 2/2 with trample. Yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna get another one of these random 1/1s off the board. You gotta wait 3 turns to kill each one toughness creature. The slowest removal I think I've ever played in the deck. If I had better cards, I wouldn't be playing Thorn Thallid. Or if I just really want to have fun with like a gimmicky fungus deck. No, we're just like, we're just desperate here. +1, -2, this can give itself. Okay, I meant to go attack. I'd still get at least 1 point of damage in, and if I activate the priest again. You may get 2 damage. Spending pretty much all this mana to keep. Yeah, pretty much spending just about all your mana so the force of nature doesn't kill you. I know. Once the creatures look at big mana, I'll just kill them. I'll probably prioritize getting those off the field, I guess. This is, yeah, I'm desperate right now. Like, yeah, this is my win condition. Yeah, carrier pigeon beatdown. This is my win condition. His best creature on the field by far is this 8/8, but Maze of Ith can just pretty much force that out of combat if he even tries to attack. Oh no, if he doesn't play another Force of Nature, I think we got this. And then we'll pump again with 3 more mana. No way I'm about to win playing Carrier Pigeon Beatdown. Alright, play a giant turtle. I'm gonna have to stop, like... Okay, even then, it's not like the mana burn is gonna kill me at this rate. And yes, in case you're wondering, there is a setting to re-enable that. And since we're playing with the card pool from 1996, you know what? Let's just put mana burn back on. I was able to re-enable mana burn, and since we're playing with such old cards, back when mana burn was actually in the game, let's re-enable it. So if you leave like any phase of the turn without if you have some unspent mana when you move from one phase of the turn to the next, you lose that much life when it leaves your mana pool. That's how it worked back in the day. I think ever since like 2009, like it doesn't exist anymore. At this point, why not just attack with absolutely everything? Alright, these handsome-looking fellas are gonna also attack. I gotta buy you also to go with my Force of Nature. Yeah, we're taking those cards. Okay, I was gonna go just sell some stuff in a nearby city and go save my game, but... Alright, I guess we can answer a little question here. 1 white and 1 colorless. I know it's not Wrath of God. I don't think it's Karma. It's definitely not Elder Landworm. Shield Wall. Exiles all white creatures. For each creature exiled this way, as controller draws a card. Yeah, I want to just save my game real quick. I'm gonna probably just make it a point to save my game often, because as far as this old game goes, it is kind of prone to crashing. Yeah, we're gonna definitely try and play for it. So yeah, that sells for quite a bit of money, but anyways, I got myself like a big stompy win condition now. I'm gonna put the bayou in because I don't have enough forests, but I do have a bayou. That is hilarious. I have this, but not enough forests to round out the lands in my white-green deck. That's crazy. Has anyone ever had to put like a bayou in their white-green deck because they never had like basic forests lying around? I think this is the first time in history actually that's happened. Anyways, any good cards for sale? I could buy more carrier pigeons. We could just continue to do like carrier pigeon beatdown. Something to do with reversing the damage by artifacts. Oh, no thanks. What is like really the worst card in here? Maybe the carrier pigeons, but oh, I don't think I need that. I don't think I need this. Could be wrong. So I'm going to defeat a cleric. Also, I think that's the blue castle I'm right next to. With a deck like mine, there's no way I'm going to be ready to go into the blue castle just yet. I really want to ante the maze of it. What if this goes spectacularly wrong? I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, what if this is just like a catastrophe? And then I lose the Maze of Eth. Okay, that increases my odds of winning significantly, and we haven't even played any cards yet. Protection from black. Okay, I couldn't care less right now. That doesn't affect me. Again, since I'm playing on Sorcerer difficulty, that's the second hardest difficulty in the game, the weakest enemies in the game all start with 8 life. Not too hard to just chip that life total down with a bunch of, like, even 1/1 flying creatures could potentially just do the job. Now I have a wall to hide behind. Icy Manipulator. That's gonna be annoying. Just can tap down one of my things every single turn. That's gonna be annoying. You have to pay 3 mana to make this be able to attack. Gains 3 power, loses 1 toughness, and then, okay, that makes it a 3/5. That's fairly sizable for, yeah, as far as 1996 goes. Yeah, because one thing I've been noticing back in the day, there's just all these, like, really small creatures. Like, I'm looking at everything the Druid played, almost everything the Druid played, except for, I don't know, Force of Nature and that Singing Tree. They were all 1 power, 1 toughness creatures. These are also just, like, a bunch of 1 power, 1 toughness creatures. Return a creature to hand by paying 3 mana. 2 of which had to be white. I'll just turn the walking wall into an actual win condition again. Wrath of God. If we need a board wipe, we got it. If one of my opponents gets too far ahead, we just drop that and try and equalize the game state. I'm not reading all that. 1 damage to each creature with flying, and each player. Any player may activate this ability. That I'll have to be mindful of, the fact that anybody could use the ability. Let's pick up another forest. 2-1, first strike for 3 mana. This early on in the game, there's no way I can be picky. I'm like 22 creatures and I'm playing a board wipe. Let that sink in. I mean, I'll just save it for like if the opponent gets too far ahead and I've got like nothing going for me. So 18 lands, one of which is this Maze of Ith, of course. That sells for 80, the Cyclopean Tomb. Sure, we'll just sell it for 80. The white mana battery for 40. Okay, we got another forest. Now we need to just go and claim my reward. I'll just do a basic forest. I don't know, in the off chance I run into somebody who's playing creatures with Swamp Walk. I guess in the off chance something like that happens. I don't know, I guess better safe than sorry. Alright, so anyways... I'm probably just gonna try and keep going from like one random village to another. See if they've got good cards for sale. I don't know, take on some easy quests that give us stuff like mana links, amulets and whatnot. Oh no, I also really just want to see what everybody has for sale. Snow-covered plains. Order of Lightbur, okay. I actually looked at some like meta-relevant decks back in this era, like 94, 95, 96, and back in the day, this card was like very playable. I mean, especially for playing against the black deck. Really easy to give this thing first strike, so it's gonna do its 2 damage before like anything else would. And then, if I need to, like, I don't know, get over an even bigger creature, I can just sink more mana into this thing. And then if I'm playing against a mono black deck, oh, they're gonna be in for a bad time. Yeah, I believe there's also, like, a functional reprint of this in Order of the White Shield. Same stat line, same creature type, same mana cost, same abilities and everything. Red land spell. Do I have a land that can produce red? I mean, if I just find like a basic mountain, that should be good enough. If we find even a basic mountain, they're gonna be happy. Flying, first strike, banding. I got a hint for one of the dungeon locations. If I find this dungeon, I could potentially get balance into my collection. Oh, contract from below. Okay, arguably like one of the most broken Magic cards ever printed. Pay 1 mana to draw 7 cards. And a free red card to go with that. But specifically, I need a land that can produce red, and just if I even just so much as get a simple, like, basic mountain, they'll be happy. Alright, the sorceress playing some dwarven warriors in her deck. One thing I'm worried about is, I don't know, having a handful of forests and white spells. That's the one thing I'm worried about right now. And it looks like that's what's gonna happen. Alright, cast Thorn Thallid. And hopefully we can just start to stabilize here. It's 3 copies of the Dwarven Trader. They're all 1/1s. Yeah, one thing I'm just noticing right now, there's like so many 1 power, 1 toughness creatures here. Yeah, it's gonna make Thorn Thallid actually perform surprisingly well, and there's my Force of Nature. Okay, I better pay the upkeep or I'm dead here. If I don't pay the upkeep, he kills me. Ooh, a Plains! Let's go! I gotta just get 1 more point of damage. And yes, I have to pay the upkeep, or again, Force of Nature would kill me. I think I tapped the wrong land here, so... Yeah, I tapped the wrong land by accident, so I'm gonna mana burn myself for 1 point of damage. At least it's not gonna kill me. What is this? Cumulative upkeep? Your opponent creates a 1/1 token? I don't think I want to give my opponents a bunch of, like, free creatures now. I don't think I want to be doing that. So is there a mountain for sale? There's a swamp, there's a wall of ice. There's a Hyperion blacksmith, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm just gonna keep looking around the mountains, hoping that, I don't know, we just see somebody selling, well, mountains. If you combine Merc Dwellers with the Dwarven Warriors you already have, you can allow the Merc Dwellers to attack unblocked and still gain +2/+0. Make it unblockable and then attack with it. Okay, maybe this save this for maybe save this for the other enemies who play green. Decently statted creature, I mean, especially for this era, but unless the opponent's playing forest, that's not going to be attacking. And that's also not what I came here for. I'm looking for the mountain. I got a Chub Toad. Whenever this blocks or becomes blocked, it becomes a 3/3. Oh, okay, we can play that. I mean, Angry Mob really isn't impressive unless I'm playing against like a mono black deck. Oh, that sells for a pretty penny, 190. Alright, I'll sell it. 335 for this Varchild's War Riders. I don't know, I'm trying to get a little bit of money back into my collection here. Bayou sells for only 80. And if I want to play black-green, that's absolutely going in to the deck, for sure. Sorcerer's playing kobolds, it looks like. Now, do I want to duel him? Probably gonna just go for it. Definitely know what I'm going to play turn 2. I know what I'm doing turn 2. Okay. I guess at least that's not going to kill one of my creatures. But if I take 3 more lightning bolts to the face, I'm dead. This is... Okay, this is looking like it's going to be the Kobold deck I'm playing against here. I'll just do 2 damage. We'll block. Doesn't really matter. Taking 1 damage either way. Okay, so this is... I'll read this after. So this is every upkeep I take X damage, where X is the number of cards in my hand minus 4. So every card of more than 4 I have in my hand, I take 1 damage for it. And this is... Every time anybody plays a land, they take 2 damage. I guess I'll have to, like, stop playing lands in that case. Or just, I don't know, start doing as much damage to him as possible that he's also in a position where he can't really play lands. A second Black Vise. If I just stay below 4 cards, those are doing nothing. But if I play any lands, then I still take damage regardless, actually. I can give first strike. Alright, I'm just gonna draw a bunch of lands. Like, I need, like, an actual serious win condition. Another land. I'm thinking we're gonna lose here. I drew so many lands. Yeah, there's just no getting around it. Need to still find that land that can produce red mana somewhere. A mountain. That's perfect. Give something -5, -0. Dancing Scimitar. A 1/5 that flies. It's pretty good at blocking, and I can just slowly pick apart my opponent with it. I can slowly whittle down their life total with this thing as well. And a second Hornet Color Rod doesn't hurt either. I don't know, green just has like a lot of like overall like just good creatures. And maybe I'll cut 1 land. Save. So Mardrake, that's that town I need to get to. I gotta find a Troll Shaman. Like, oh hey, I could win Chandler. I could win Chandler. Alright, hopefully this time Notch is gonna get stuck with too many lands and get punished for having too many lands in hand as well. Plains. Shove Toad. Pass. Cave People. Whenever they attack, they get +1, -2. Alright. Oh, this can give stuff flying? And then whatever does gain flying gets destroyed. It just gets destroyed anyways. Let's play my 2/7 creature. I'll play a bunch of random red creatures from back in the day. I guess this is really just like whatever you had back in the day, huh? 2 damage to each creature. And they all had Yo. These all have more than 2 toughness. Maybe there is a bit of a theme. Play my land so I don't have to discard anything to Scepter. I swear, there's just like, it looks like there's just like no good way to get around this board. Cumulative upkeep, have an opponent create a 1/1 red survivor creature token. So if I just sit around and wait, I'm gonna get free tokens. If you just place Pyroclasm, all those tokens would die anyways, thinking about it. And then it really wouldn't make a difference. We'll attack with the 6 of them and see what happens. Well, I'm gonna definitely use the priest to pump some of my creatures. Absolutely. And then we'll do it again. Here also. So that's gonna kill this Minotaur. And then I can only do it one more time right now. Oh, hey there, Physicist. Yeah, I think that's what the attack is going to look like ultimately. I don't know, I'm starting to think the Sorcerer, or the Troll Shaman here, is just handing me the tools to his own destruction. I forgot to use the ability here. Okay, I see. Like, he's smart enough to not give me any more tokens. I think he finally understands what he's doing is gonna get him killed ultimately in the end. If I just pay 1 green here... And then if I do, let's see... No, I want to do this. But I will probably do more 400% runs anyways. Still probably try that again. Oh wow, 5 cards in hand and not playing anything. If I use this thing's ability again, it's going to become a 5/3. Acacian Priest. And then... Yeah, I guess this is how I'm going to win the game ultimately. Again, I just want to make everything attack here. I should just win the game at this point. I'm just going to take the card for now. trying to get back to this Mardrake Tavern here. I could win another copy of Wild Growth. I'm gonna go for it. Okay. Clearly she's also playing Wild Growth. Lurker can't be the target of spells unless it attacked or blocked this turn. Okay, just spells. Unless it attacked or blocked. That's it's a really weird version of Shroud, basically. Let's see if he still even wants to attack here. Okay. Aspect of Wolf on this thing. And it flies, so... It's not like I can even block this, unless I play another flying creature. Or something with reach. That also works. Yeah, 4 doors away from the ridge. I gotta put 3 cards from my hand on top of my deck. That's gonna slow me down. This will slow me down for damn sure. Everything here flies. Choose blockers. Block the 2-power creature. Yeah, exactly what he said. Oh, nice. Apparently the Enchantress is not going to read my card. Put down a 1/5 flyer. Alright, I guess this and this are gonna just hold off the flying creatures. Pass. Another Fairy Noble. That's a 3/6, a 1/3, and a 1/4. And I have no spot removal to deal with any of them. I'm not getting through this right now. I'll have to really have to like, way more creatures than she has to make this work. But I don't want to get rid of my creatures as well. I don't want to lose mine too. Yeah, that 3/6 is going to be a problem. I got nothing to like address it directly. Other fairy creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. I wasn't even reading that. I didn't even read that. I guess let's still attack with everything we got, and then I'll probably just play a board wipe. It's not letting me click anymore. So... two Fairy Nobles. Oh, we gotta just play with our hands revealed. Yeah, like that really changes anything. Order of Lightburn and Walking Wall. I mean, I figured since I'm ahead of, like, when I'm actually ahead when it comes to cards in hand, so you know what? I might as well just wipe the board. I have some more creatures to play kind of immediately after I just nuke the board. I'll just play some more creatures myself. I think this I think this is gonna be for, yeah, lethal damage. You get Hogan's tools in the next duel. You know, the guy with the eyeshadow, he also has some tools, apparently. Snow-covered plains. What's for sale here that I might want? Prevent all damage that would be dealt to Argothian tree folk by artifact sources. Oddly specific, but you never know if that might come up. Target green creature gains first strike until end of turn. Anyways, just, you know what? I just want to get back to town. Red Amulet and Mana Link. Don't untap unless their controller pays 1 blue for each creature they want to untap. Okay, this comes in with 3 arrowhead counters on it. But yeah, I'm gonna need like pretty much the entire day. I'm gonna like have to be okay with not literally doing anything else for the rest of the day, really. If I want to get a good endless mode run in. So yeah, 3 arrowhead counters, and then you can just remove 1 to put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. Okay, so that's basically 3 -1/-1 counters we can just redistribute amongst the opponent's creatures. And with how many like 1/1s I've been seeing lately, that's gonna be a blowout against those kinds of decks. Into like more copies? Are we trying to just ramp into like all this good stuff we have in green now? I'm thinking maybe that's gonna be what we want to be doing with our deck. Just play all our copies of Wild Growth and try and go crazy with them. Yep, this is slowly but surely turning into a green deck. Oh my god, right. Sormel Sanctum is where? I'm gonna probably have to use a teleport to get there. I don't know, maybe if I ever need to destroy a bunch of enchantments all at once. Alright, we're just gonna immediately get into this duel against this witch here. And she has bone, so is she on regeneration? Is she on creatures that can regenerate just like in the original game? Is she on, like, a heavy regeneration package? Oh, right. Oh, I can activate it as many times as I want, but 4 mana every time you want to activate it is rough. Even worse still, you gotta pay 6 to get it on the field in the first place, under normal circumstances. Okay, these also all have single toughness. -1/-1 is gonna kill that. Alright, so I have something that can actually start attacking next turn. Pass. Wall of Bone. This I can't just put a single counter on it to completely get rid of it. But yeah, still, that arrow's cleared out 3 of her creatures. That's really good, actually. Alright, do 5 damage, and then play a giant spider pass. Yeah, I'm gonna win this game no matter what. At this point, I'm guaranteed to win. I get the first move of the next duel. Okay. A second copy of Serrated Arrows. This is just getting better and better. I mean, yeah, nowadays, like, nobody really plays Serrated Arrows, but 30 years ago? Yeah, 30 years ago, that was actually, like, legitimate, like, that was legitimately good removal back in the day, 30 years ago. I mean, especially when you see all of these 1 toughness creatures. One black amulet for another copy of Serrated Arrows, so this is a common. So yeah, it's actually pretty easy to get your hands on these too. And seeing all of these really good, just seeing all of these 1 toughness creatures in general, some of which really playable. And this being able to just effectively deal with multiple 1 toughness creatures just with a single Serrated Arrows. You better believe I'm buying another. To get any colorless card of my choosing. Yep, so now suddenly we have a bunch of removal at our disposal. Now I got tons of removal to work with. This is starting to turn into a green deck. I don't know, the creatures just are typically, the creatures in green typically just seem to be better, especially the ones I'm finding. You know what, we're gonna actually go for that too. Maybe I should actually start selling some cards to kind of fix that problem. Zero Arian, that would sell for 105 here if I sell it now. Let's just do that. That sells for 270. Okay, we're definitely getting some money back. So, if I just risk 1 black amulet to adjust your deck outdoors for now. And I think that might be like the worst like World Magic of the 5 you can start with. I think that's maybe the least impressive one. There's plenty of towns nearby anyways. We can always just go run to the nearest town to adjust our deck anyways. I go first and I get to draw a card on the first turn? This just gets even better. So this guy also has, yeah, he does also have first strike. I just wanted to make sure I knew that. I had to confirm that. Oh wow. Destroy all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. Doesn't prevent your regeneration, and this can just regenerate itself in response. Alright, attack with everything, because I'm probably going to lose it next turn. That's what I thought. Wall of Bone and another... Okay, a Will of the Wisp. Serrated Arrows, let's go. I'll get rid of that Drudge Skeleton first things first. Another copy of Serrated Arrows. Yeah, these, like, 1 toughness creatures. These decks full of 1 toughness creatures, they have pretty much absolutely nothing on Serrated Arrows. Especially since I now own 3 copies of my deck. Now that's gonna take a little bit more work than just a single arrowhead counter to put down. That's gonna certainly take some work. Diabolic Machine. Drudge Skeletons we'll get rid of. Okay, I can tap down the Wall of Bone to prevent it from blocking with Bees and Bureaucrats. I'll let this thing hit me. Tap down that Wall of Bone so it can't block anymore. And let's kill this witch with some Dirkwood Force. Alright, I'll take your cards. Another witch. Let's do this again. Now with a copy of Serrated Arrows on the line. But I have 3 in my deck, and one of those is in the antipod, but another's in my hand. When Kajoldarin Dead enters the battlefield, sacrifice a creature. Okay, unsurprisingly, they can also just regenerate themselves. Unsurprisingly. That's just gonna still die to, like, a single copy of Serrated Arrows. That's gonna die to a single counter from Serrated Arrows being removed. And she even sacrificed a creature to play it, too. No, my Thalid. Honestly, I don't think I'm really losing that much. I guess I'll make the Ace of Bureaucrats attack for 1. Oh, Force of Nature. This just gets even better. Pay upkeep. Tap down the wall of bone again, just like last game. And just win the game with force of nature. I mean, that 8/8, yeah, it has trample. You get your 10 life carried over to the next duel. I don't think that doesn't really change much now, does it? That's not going to change a whole lot. Found a Mind Stealer. Yes. So, what I believe this means is that... yeah, he's gonna have the exact same deck I have. Yeah, he literally just copied my deck. As you're gonna see. Yep, that right there is my Mesa Falcon. That's my Wild Growth. That's my Toy Turtle. I'm the one who's gonna get, like, punished for just playing a bunch of, like, 1 toughness creatures. I guess I can hide behind that scimitar at least. Okay, I need to get my hands on a forest. Ideally, like, 2 forests, so I can play every green card that's in my hand. Alright, now my scimitar is a 0/2. My hand is basically all green cards. Oh, so I can actually play something now. I can actually play one of the many green spells in my hand. Let's go. Don't think I need to wipe the board right now. Oh, I forgot there was a Maze of Ith in there. I forgot this was in here. Do I just wait for them to play a bunch of creatures and then drop a Wrath of God to clear them all out? I think that's what I'm gonna try here. Huh. Let's play Giant Spider, Walking Wall, and pass it back to him. So yeah, now I'm the one who's gonna get blown out by the board wipe. That's first strike, okay. So let's see what we can do here. Probably play this turtle down. I gotta really stop mana burning myself here. Oh right, Maze of Ith. I'll play my copy of Maze of Ith. I'm gonna take 1 more damage, aren't I, from mana burn again? And so I have a flying creature coming my way. Can't block it or anything. to get through here. Wait, so he's giving this first strike again. What's he even tapping down? The planes with the... What is he tapping down to give this first strike? Yeah, anyways, I know I can't block this. I'm gonna lose to my own deck. After getting into exactly 1 point life, I'm gonna just lose to my own deck. And we lost that Thorn Talon. We lost, like, the slowest removal ever. Okay, can I get another try against the Mind Stealer? Can I go get another try here? Finding Amulet of each color, you better believe I'm taking that. Trade blue amulet for green cards. I want to give everything haste, but no, I think I'll pass on that. Even my opponent's creatures. I'm still in library if I had... If I actually had more amulets to spend, that is, which I don't. Is that seriously a rare? Berserk, I don't think I have enough amulets to buy a Berserk. Giant Growth, I could just buy like a simple combat trick. Yeah, I know that's a common, so I'm pretty sure I can afford it. Simple combat trick. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that in there. Find another Mind Stealer, just go fight. So is this one actually playing his own deck this time? No, he's still copying me. He's still copying me. So yeah, I know it has first strike. I cannot give mine first strike right now. I do not have mana up to do it, so I'm letting this hit me for 2. Next turn, we're gonna drop Serrated Arrows and get rid of this Order of Lightbearer. Let's just say if he had another one of these in his deck. He does not, because he's copied mine. I only own 1 copy of this. Let's just say if he had another. Then Serrated Arrows could kill that one too. Oh, speaking of serrated arrows. Yeah, basically, he gets to do the same thing to me. He's doing the same thing to me as well. Okay, maybe I really don't think I want to attack into a board like this. Okay, that's just the wall of spears. I'm just gonna weaken this a little. My copy still has like 1 arrowhead counter on it. This doesn't have any left. Oh, alright. Maze of Eth, I don't see why not. That's a 1/6 right now. Okay, nothing happened there, really. I'll play a giant spider. I guess it's the best I can do for now. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to break through this board right now. Another copy of the arrows I gotta play against. I can only do this like once right now. In response to that, pump itself. Giant growth targeting the Yavimaya Ancients. I don't really know what else to do here right now. Nor does he, apparently. We're both at a standstill. Planes. Forests. That might be a problem if I don't get anything to block it. Oh, the spider can at least block it. Speaking of which, forest. There's another copy of serrated arrows. I think I do still play my creature here. Forest. I'm gonna have to stop drawing land soon. So I have to block. I mean, realistically speaking, it was looking like I was probably gonna be losing that one anyways. I don't know, I was just starting to draw too many lands again. Nothing more to really say. Got first strike, so he's gonna go first, right? Yeah, and get the first draw too. That is strong land. Protection from white also. Now he's got Unholy Strength as well. So it's a 5-2 and he's got first strike. Starting to think I'm probably not going to be around much longer if I can't answer this. I'm not going to be around for a whole lot longer. And of course the fact that it has to have first strike as well. Oh, so does this. I guess the Wall of Spears can just hold it back. Yeah, I guess the Wall of Spears is going to deter him from attacking. Yeah, the two first strikes will sort of just cancel each other out. So... again, I gotta just pass. Man, I'm not drawing any lands right now. Bad Moon. And now that's a 6-3. Can't even play Wrath of God. How pathetic is that? Another Unholy Strength. That's a 9-4. Maze of Ith can slow it down. I'll have to just keep removing it from combat with Maze of Ith now. Plains. So now I can just wipe the board here. What is a black carriage? Okay, it doesn't untap during the untap step unless you sacrifice a creature. What the fuck? Black am I about to lose the black carriage? Oh, protection from black. Perfect. Oh, but it even has trample. first time seeing this thing. Okay, I'm starting to think I'm not going to be able to do this anyways. I'm starting to think this is a lost cause. That's 3, 4, a 4, 5, and a 6, 6. Honestly, not sure what to do here. Everything's just like, I tell you, man, everything's just too big. Okay, underground river. So okay, he's not copying my deck anymore. Probably. I don't run this. So he's using his own. He's running his own deck now. Okay. Dark Ritual, control magic. And I got that to worry about. Obviously he's gonna try to just steal all of my creatures from me. That's what it's looking like he's gonna try and do. Or play ugly creatures like Abomination. Well, now I gotta deal with Hypnotic Spectre, apparently. I would play Wrath of God if I was able to, but I can't get a second white mana. Again, it's just not happening. Alright, Giant Turtle, attack. For 2. Draw planes. At least I get to take something off the board. This is guaranteed to hit me. Just so I can block some damage. Planes. Better late than never. Wrath of God. Force. He's gonna cast the Force of Will. Yeah, like I was ready to see that. Can't even attack anyways, even if I wanted to. I'm gonna get like one more turn here, aren't I? There's actually nothing else I can do right now. I'm just like, I'm completely stuck. And I'm being followed by another Mind Stealer. I'm actually completely stuck here. But since I know exactly actually, since I sort of know what he's playing, Animate Dead and Control Magic, yeah, mainly the latter to steal my creatures. Maybe something to destroy those enchantments would be a really good idea. Not only does he, like, not control the creature anymore that he stole, I get it back. I'm thinking that's what we should be doing here. And with Abomination, 2/6, that makes it so every time a green or white creature blocks it, it just immediately dies. That Abomination, that is going to be a problem. I think that's going to be a big problem to deal with. Yeah, that's a problem right there. The 6 toughness, the fact that it just destroys whatever and goes into whatever, like, blocks it. Yeah, I desperately need something to reasonably respond to those. And I don't really think I have anything to do with 6 toughness, like, easily. So it's entirely possible I could just go like the next 2 days in game without defeating a single mind. And there's also the non-zero chance he literally just copies my deck, which makes it even harder for me to just like figure out exactly what we're gonna have to do here. Okay, he's just copying my deck. Gets +1/+0. What's your idea? Flip a coin. That's not a bad idea. Still don't know if I'm gonna do it though, but not a bad idea. So now I have this on the way. Giant spider. I mean, what I'm hoping to do with this, what I'm hoping to do here, is just, yeah, we both take 1 damage each, sure, but I'm just, because I start with more life than he does, I'm hoping to use that, I'm hoping to leverage that to my advantage. Alright, I guess not anymore. I gotta be a little bit more creative with how we're gonna win this. But yeah, now he has a flying creature to just slowly pick me apart with. And give it first strike as well. Serrated arrows. Okay, I think we're good. That's gonna address the flying creature. So yeah, all of these 2/4 creatures is gonna be a problem. Oh, that's gonna be a major problem, actually. +1/+0. And then I want to do that again. And we just land 2 more points of damage in. Here, he's definitely gonna have to go block something. First strike. And then +1 + 0. I think I have the Mind Stealer right now. I think I have my opponent exactly where I want him. We'll just serrated arrows away. We'll just use the serrated arrows to get rid of the light burr on the opponent's field. And then... Oh. Maze of Ith, I forgot about that. So it's not over yet. Can I do that one more time? The +1 + 0, one more time. Cast the Force of Nature. Gotta pay the upkeep, of course. Maze of Ith again. I'm gonna do no damage here, so what's the point of this? Yeah, that's what I thought. Dancing Scimitar. He's just trying to stall. He's just trying to stall as much as possible right now, is he? I gotta just get 1 point of damage in at any cost, really. So if I attack with absolutely everything I have, there's no way you can stop all of it, right? There's no possible way he can stop everything. There we go. And look at that. A Savannah. And the Aeola pile can do 2 damage to something with this. A Savannah. Oh, I kind of forgot for a second exactly what I was trying to win here. Any colorless card of my choosing, and now we can even go into the lands. We can go into the lands that can produce colorless and take something from there. Okay, I'd rather not play that in a deck full of creatures. I'd rather not play too many creatures on myself if I opt to run this. Another big stompy condition. Because we have a 9/9 here. Pay 9 mana to untap it. 4/5 trample for 7 mana. Yeah, man, I just, they really overcosted some of these artifact creatures back in the day, I'm telling you. Destroy all cards printed in homelands. No, we're not doing. Okay, we're gonna not do that one. Destroy all cards from Arabian Nights. Force field is looking pretty nice. I'm gonna keep looking. How do I make both of us draw an extra card each turn? Draw one extra card every turn with this. Disc can also just wipe the board. I've got another board wipe if I want to take it, that is, and have another way to just wipe the board. I'm tempted to just go grab some lands to help fix my mana some more. Or even a Mishra's Factory, because that could attack and also double as being a land as well. Yeah, I can also pick up a land that doubles as a creature. So I just took a brush land. I ultimately ended up taking that. Produces green and white. Also does not come into play tapped. Something that just, I don't know, like help me fix my colors. Cold Sep, never even heard of them, so no. Save our game, yes. Just so they stop asking me, do you want to buy this? I'll just buy it. I think this is just playable just by the fact that it's just removal. It's really inefficient compared to especially compared to Lightning Bolt, but I don't know, we really still don't have much, except for, I guess, Serrated Arrows. This is probably the best removal I think we have, Serrated Arrows. And, like, nobody plays it in 2026. But yeah, back in the 90s, this was actually legit playable. I mean, it also helps that cards like Order of Lightbur and Order of Stromgod were definitely some of the more playable creatures in this era. I mean, especially if you put this against the black deck and then the Order of Stromgod against the white deck. This doesn't really care that these creatures have protection from their enemy colors, because this is colorless. Yeah, pretty much any creature with like 1 toughness, this can just remove. And then do it 2 more times. So yeah, best case scenario, you're getting like 3 creatures off the field with 1 card, which is amazing. I'm gonna fit this Aeola pile in here somewhere, somehow. Do that. If I'm not playing against anybody playing black, this is kind of pointless to run. This only actually gains power and toughness if the opponent plays a lot of swamps. Otherwise, just a little, it's kind of an overcost at like 2/2. I'm gonna keep looking around for cards. Trade a white amulet for any creature. I would probably still rather hold on to these white amulets, personally. 1 damage to target creature with flying. I don't know, maybe I run into an opponent who's playing a bunch of, like, low toughness flying creatures that can otherwise just give me a really hard time if I can't remove them. Sell my white amulets. What if I need to teleport to a city under attack? How much does Sarah Angel cost in amulets? 2 is not terrible. Yeah, way back in Magic the Gathering's infancy, this was like one of the best creatures you could actually play. It flies, so it's hard to block, and attacking doesn't cause it to tap, so you can just attack with it, and then just block the next turn, so you don't have to like risk leaving yourself exposed to like your enemy attacking you. And you get to attack, and it's hard to block, so pretty often you're just getting like 4 damage in for free every turn. And usually when you go attack with your creature, you risk leaving yourself exposed to the enemy attacking you next turn, but not with Sarah Angel. And if I go with the Tusk Guardian, I can get any creature of my choosing. Alright, Sarah Angel, you're going in. I'm starting to see what looks like a legitimate win condition here. Okay, maybe I do want to play more than just 15 creatures. Tusk Guardian, you say? Last I checked, he plays green and white, so I'm gonna throw in that Circle of Protection white. Last I checked, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on those 2 colors. This sells for 335. Jovial Evil just does a little bit of burn damage. Based on like how many white creatures the opponent controls. Yeah, we're selling that. I'll sell the 2 like ugly looking ogresses here. This is worth basically nothing, understandably so. So if I sell the 2 clay statues, I'm at 1,000 gold. Well, what actually happens is just I slow down a lot if I run out of food. Making it almost impossible to run away from everything. Oh, I could win a brushland if I beat this guy. If I defeat him, I could get another brushland into my collection. Wagering serrated arrows, but fortunately it's a common, so shouldn't be too hard to buy back, especially if I can go grab any artifact or any colorless card for amulets. I'd lose 1 amulet to get another copy of the serrated arrows back, because it's a common. Also, you wanna know another reason like a lot of people played serrated arrows back in 95-96? There was like an additional rule when it came to deck building that you had to include at least 5 cards from every standard legal set to help sell all the sets. Including Homelands, which was like one of the most like underpowered, just like generally regarded as like one of the weakest sets of all time. Alright, so which card is like the least bad in Homelands? And people kind of just figured it's probably Serrated Arrows is like one of the least bad cards. I mean, yeah, if anything, I think it's just Serrated Arrows, Merchant Scroll, and maybe Memory Lapse, like, and yeah, it's really just slim pickings from Homelands, I tell you. Yeah, maybe Memory Lapse, at least a decent, like, tempo-based counterspell. They get the spell back, but it goes on top of their deck, and yeah, they have to just draw it again. Just wait for them to play a bunch of creatures, then just drop a Wrath of God. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's how I want to approach this. He's not attacking initially enough. Wrath of God. Follow this up next turn with a Sarah Angel. I'm thinking, yeah, this is more or less kind of like the exact position I find myself wanting to be in. These are elephants that don't fly. So, we should just get some free swings in with Sarah Angel over here. This is more or less the exact position I want to find myself in. Wipe the board, and then follow that up with Sarah Angel. So, I'm gonna lose my walking wall. Sure. Okay, worse. That's a first striker. It's attacking into... I have a 4/4 that can block it, but I'm thinking Tusk Guardian must have a combat trick. There must be a combat trick in there somewhere. You wouldn't just send this attacking into this 4/4. Let's just see. I can just wait for him to cast the giant growth that I thought he was going to have in his hand. And then in response, Maze of Ith to force the Tundra Wolves out of combat. And now he loses the combat trick. Well, he just loses the game anyways to Sarah Angel. I got another Brushland. And then I can go grab any creature. I'm thinking it's gonna be a second Sarah Angel. It's gonna be a second Sarah Angel. And I'm also gonna throw a second Brushland into here as well. I'm gonna probably still have to play a few more games. So, wow, 2 Sarah Angels, 3 Serrated Arrows. Even got like a few dual lands in here now. This is starting to look like a legitimate... Yeah, this deck is starting to look like a legitimate... yeah, seriously playable. This is starting to look legitimately playable right now. Alright, anything good in here? Snowdropper Plains. So no, not exactly. Take a white sorcery. East, the Cold Snap. Do I have a white sorcery? Wrath of God. Do I have any others? Because if I don't... Martyr's Cry. And yes, so they can just take a card out of your deck. If they so wish. I'm tempted to just buy other white sorceries I find on the way so that it's less likely they take the Wrath of God out of my deck. I go someplace else. That's an instant. Trade Caravan as a creature. I can destroy an attacking creature without flying. More removal will take it. White Sorcery, and that's Cold Snap Mill right there. No, I'm gonna find a Clockwork Swarm for sale. This can just get me my enchantments back if I'm even really playing any. It's all black cards here for sale, pretty much it's all black cards. And let me guess, here as well, more of the same. When Phyrexian Warbeast leaves the battlefield, sacrifice a land and deals 1 damage to you. Other than that, it's a 3 mana 3/4. I just lose a land when it dies. Or, okay, if it leaves the battlefield in any way, I just lose a land. 1 point of life if that even ends up mattering. But I get a 3/4 for 3 mana. I still get like a really strong creature for how much mana I have to put into it. Yeah, I think I'm still getting a very good deal on this one. I can't move. That's another Ication Priest. I'll just pick it up, I guess. Hint of Turok. Like, if ever play a black deck, that's always good to run in any black deck. Just for 2 black mana. Make your opponent discard 2 cards at random. Another Eola pile. Sure. Settles it up. Okay, so I have to duel the Undead Knight instead. Is what it's looking like. Alright, let's try this. There's the other, like, Black Knight with protection from white that can pump itself. So I'm already taking 5 damage here. Phyrexian Warbeast. I'll maybe get, like, what? 1 more turn here? Why is it not letting me cast anything? I'm so confused. It's not letting me cast anything. I have the mana up front, but I can't play it for some reason. Oh, there we go. That was weird. To say the least, that was weird. Well, I got no choice but to block. Pass. No attacks. Interesting. Okay, there we go. I think I can pull it back. I think we'll be able to pull this back. Serrated Arrows is gonna kill that. I had to use up 2 arrowhead counters, but anyway, still. I think we're pulling this back. Alright, Phyrexian Warbeast, attack. For 3. Bad Moon. All black creatures get +1/+1. What black creatures? Oh, that one right there. I'll just drop a giant turtle and pass. Another bad one. Another Raiders. Yeah, now I gotta deal with 2 copies of Bad Moon over here. Man, this is gonna make combat a nightmare, to say the least. Giant growth on my host. And pass. 3, 4 over here. How much damage do you think I could possibly get in here? I got him to 1 life. If I could just get 1 more stinking point of damage in. Got him. By the skin of my teeth, too. I got him. First move of the next duel. Found another wall of spears. Okay, go figure. So where's the... Okay, I got somebody behind me. Where is... Okay, I need to move now. I'm just gonna go to Colsnap Mill, and whatever card they take, they take. The Wrath of God is gone. Whatever they take, they take. Yeah, just so I don't, like, fail that quest. Also, yeah, nice Badlands we have here. So it's a druid that's attacking somewhere, or is it an Eldritch Magi that's attacking? By the way, it's somebody playing green. Eldritch Magi, somebody running green. I'm gonna need a teleport for this one. Trade Black Amulet for a sorcerer. Black Amulet. I have 2. I have 1 more Black Amulet, I can buy this back. Oh, sorcery, what am I doing? Anything good in green? Nature's Lore regrowth is actually not bad. Nothing but colorless. I'll just hold on to my amulets. I was thinking about it, but I'll just hang on to them. So Zephyr Haven, just get me there immediately. Create Black Amulet for red cards. Alright, we gotta protect the village. We gotta protect this village here. Man. Do I want to keep this hand? I'm gonna risk it, actually. I'm gonna risk not having enough lands. Oh, it's my turn! I thought it was his. He's gonna exile this creature from his hand and make some mana, so I really just assumed it was his turn. I don't know what you're doing with that on my turn, unless you actually have something to play, like a green instant that costs exactly one single green pip. Otherwise, I don't know what you're doing. Phyrexian Warbeast. Yes. Serrated Arrows. If these elves are just all gonna be 1/1s, that's gonna do an amazing job just clearing them out. 4 power, 1 toughness. Alright, Serrated Arrows, you know what to do. Sarah Angel, pass. And just like that, the game's gonna be over. The cards. Yeah, it took like just only a matter of like 4 turns to save this village. We're just gonna go someplace else. No, I don't think I need to give an enchanted creature banding. White Amulet. Let's do that. Can get a white amulet, let's do that. Need to just find a druid though to go fight. Sure, I'll wager my Sarah Angel. One of my Sarah Angels. Do here is play our copy of Wild Growth. Alright, turn 2 Giant Turtle. Pass. Oh, right. I play an artifact, and then that becomes a 2/2. Right. Oh, never mind. Can't attack if it attacked during my last turn. That's the price I gotta pay to get a 2/4 for 3 mana back in the day. Yeah, back in the day, creatures actually had, like, drawbacks. If they had, like, exceptional stats. Back in the day, they actually used to have something called, I don't know, a drawback? Something to balance it out. Nowadays, you'll see stuff like, I don't know, 4 power, 4 toughness for 3 mana, and the text box is all upside. Okay, this still cannot attack yet. Sarah Angel, pass. Okay, can I just go get my white amulet? Okay, I think I still want to go hit up a few more towns before ending this stream. Only for a black amulet, nothing else. I mean, if I play both red and white. Also, if I play blue and I need to defeat like a particularly strong red opponent. That sells for 405 gold. Green creatures of Forest Walk, including my opponent's creatures. And with all the green mana symbols in this, you're probably gonna have to play some forest to be able to even get this on the field in the first place. Most likely. I don't think I want to give my opponent's creatures also the ability to be unblockable too. We'll just thought invoke have to do. Just so she doesn't run off with my giant turtle. I'm not gonna win anything if I beat her. I'm just, like, only, like, not gonna lose giant turtle if I win. Howling Mine. So... I guess the point of this deck is gonna be to burn me to death with Black Vice and force me to draw extra cards. I guess the whole point of this is gonna be burn me to death, right? Okay. And she has a Black Vice. Winter Orb. 2 copies of Winter Orb. So, let's just... We're pretty much not going to be really playing anything, right? And then Black Vice is probably just going to burn us to death. Especially if I'm drawing extra cards every turn. I got, like, no real means to just empty my hand out. Oh, just cutting down to maximum hand size is actually gonna help. I think Black Vice actually just kills me here. Yep. What a deck. What a deck she plays! Boomerang, put all your stuff back into your hand. Winter Orb, so you only untap 1 land a turn, so you can barely play anything. Howling Mine to keep my hand full, and then Black Vice to just burn me to death. What a deck. Win any enchantment by defeating an undead knight. Buy the World Magic, yes. I'll just buy that. I really just still want to keep looking around from town to town to see what they have for sale. I think that's a High Priest following me. Trade green amulet for any sorcery. Why is that so expensive, though? Tornado. Okay, all I have to do is beat up a cleric and then I can have any sorcery of my choosing. I could get that Wrath of God back. I need to find one, though. I'll find a snow-covered forest instead. Exile the top card of my library to gain 1 life. Pay 2 mana to do so. Well, I guess I'll buy another World Magic while we're in the area. Okay, we found our cleric. Change anti-card. I still would not want to have to risk losing a Serrated Arrows, but we're gonna go for this. This is like just one of the better cards we have access to, honestly. This is one of the better cards we got access to with this really like small card pool. Yeah, back in 1996, this is like one of the better things you had access to. Okay, that's definitely a card I'd love to get in my collection. Okay, I need to just stop drawing like forests or lands in general. Wild Growth. There's too many creatures. There's too many. I literally couldn't even play a single... I didn't even have, like, a single spell to play except for that Wild Growth, which is basically just... It's basically only gonna make more mana. Yep, so we're down a copy of Serrated Arrows. How many lands do I have? 17. We'll do these two. Let's try this again. Maybe I'll get a better hand this time. The shadow creature gets +1. Let's see. This can give itself first strike. What do we want to do here? I'll put this on the field. All tapped out. I'm gonna get rid of the creature that has the blessing on it and pass. Okay, Meekstone, I can play under Meekstone. This I can play under. Let's block. Guess I'll play Grizzly Bears and attack for 2. Nice. Okay, that right there is probably just gonna let me win the game outright. The fact that I can now just attack and can't be blocked because nothing, the cleric controls flies. Oh, he prevented 1 damage from Sarah Angel. He's still in the game. He gets 1 more turn exactly. And it's clearly not going to be enough. I'm going to get another brush. I'm going to get another brush land. Okay. 3 copies of Brushland. Yeah, that's gonna make it a lot easier to fix my mana. That's for sure. I would still much prefer these were, I don't know, Savannas. But yeah, I'm starting to really doubt we're gonna just, like, have the wrong colors anymore. I'm really just starting to think I'm not gonna have to worry about literally just failing to draw the right combination of, like, lands and spells anymore if I got a bunch of brush lands in there. 3 brush lands and a Savannah in my 40-card deck. I have no choice but to duel the High Priest. Yeah, every, like, single color has, like, a specific enemy you can't bribe with money. Why don't you try this deck? I gotta just beat him. I don't even know what he's playing. I don't even know what I'm gonna be playing. And if I lose a copy of Sarah Angel. This is not a position I want to be in. Mox Ruby. What deck are you giving me? Fireball, pillage, destroy artifact or land. I don't know what deck we're even playing here, but okay, I think that's gonna make it almost guaranteed I win. Who even, like, in their right mind mulligans down to 2 cards? So, Mountain, Mox Ruby, Sol Ring. I'm gonna pick red. Is this just like a fast mana deck or something? There's also like land destruction in here. I can do Mirror Universe and steal his life total too, mind you. Activate only during my upkeep. Get to a really low life total. And then Fireball to kill him? Is that gonna be the play? Is that the play, actually? Mana burn. Can we mark for... Is this upkeep? Can we mark for that to stop so I can actually use Mirror Universe? Can I do this first? Or do I have to call the coin toss first before I can use Mirror Universe? I think I won the coin flip, so I didn't lose any life. Yeah, let's just swap our life totals and then kill him with a burn spell. Oh, I can get any sorcery. Oh, so that's why I went and did all that. So if I need another Wrath of God, well, I just got it back. So that's why I went and did that. I don't know, I kind of want to get some money back. Actually, I think I'm just going to sell this Kelsinko Ranger. 200 if I sell the Winter Blast. Okay. Extra Wall of Spears sells for 65. The Wall of Ice sells for 50. Whatever that is sells for 45. Yeah, I kind of just need to get some money back. I'll sell the Martyr's Cry for 130. I don't like the idea of my opponent just drawing a bunch of free cards if I try and board wipe them. Typhoon sells for 240, okay. Getting some much needed money back here. Wrath of God would sell for 370, but I think I actually want to play this. I would actually want to be able to run that. Okay, okay. We're back up to 1,000 gold. Back down to 500, I just bought like another World Magic. Really just running it until I get the never mind. I guess we'll just be dueling instead. Okay, I kind of forgot to take this out. I mean, at least it's blocked. I guess at least Gorilla Pack could block. If I want to block, that is. I'll just take the damage for now. Okay, we're definitely gonna place serrated arrows and then remove that one of the 3 arrowhead counters to take that Knight of Stromgald off the board. And I got a creature that can't even attack. I mean, that's probably just gonna give him plenty of time to just find a way to kill me. Angel, copy numero dos. I'm gonna get a second Maze of F. First move in the next duel. And let's just beat up the switch. Let's do forest. Wild growth on the forest. Serrated arrows just absolutely like shreds a lot of these decks with one-toughness creatures. Sure, I'm gonna lose my giant turtle. And we can kill that too with the serrated arrows. Well, it's tapped, so it's not like it can block. Oh, I found some lava tubes. If you tap it for mana, put a depletion counter on it, and then it doesn't untap during the next untap step. A land that you can only use every other turn. That's horrible. Oh, that is not where you want to be. Alright, we're selling that. That is not really where you want to be as a land. Can only be tapped for mana every other turn. Opponent gains control of this if you use it for mana. Sell that too. If I switch to playing black, I'll be happy I picked these up. Or if I switch to black and then play those against a bunch of white decks, that's gonna probably make my job easy. I just picked up 2 creatures, both with protection from white. Teleport. 3 blue mana to make something unblockable for a turn. That's it. With aesthetic, what was that again? Gem Cutter's Guild. I can buy amulets. 2 white amulets it is then. Oh, I can just go get another white amulet. And now we need some more money, because I keep spending on world magics just to unlock them. Sell the Ornith Bopper for a measly 30 gold. Yeah, we need some money again. Sell Will-O-The-Wisp for 250. Okay, that gets us back up to something decent. Gets us back up to something reasonable. There he is. Change anti-card. Oh no, I don't want to risk losing a Sarah Angel if I can avoid it. This is definitely enough lands. Let's just hope it doesn't end up becoming like too many somehow. Alright, we're gonna do turn 2 Phyrexian War Beast. Meek Stone. So if this attacks, and then it won't be able to untap. I mean, if I just leave it up as a blocker, it can just block as many times as it needs to. So, can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater, so I can't block this anyways. Now I gotta just... Oh. Forgot he had a creature that can block. Kind of a waste of a giant growth at that point. And now I have, like... Now I got Force of Nature. Pay upkeep. Grizzly Bears. Maze of Ith. Pass. Pay upkeep. Yeah, if there wasn't Meek Stone in the way, he'd be dead by now, surely. This would be, like, long over if there wasn't a Meek Stone in the way. Source the Plowshare is my Force of Nature. It didn't look like he was going to be untapping anyways. And now I don't have to keep spending mana on it to do so. Exile 2 target artifacts. In response. Eolipile, 2 damage to Cleric. And that is a nice looking Tundra. And another Acacian Priest. Alright, White Amulet. Yeah, we just went and showed him who's boss. Again. I don't think I need more food right away, but it's always nice to have extra. Pandora's Oasis is well. Honestly, I think I want to just do this another day. So let me save my game first before quitting. And then we'll just, yeah, and we'll just continue playing Alliance's mod some other day. If my computer like boots up and still has no trouble booting up and lets me.